I know it's been a long time. I've been telling people on Twitter, I've been telling people on Instagram that it's about to come out. I'm telling you that it's just been a very long week. That's about all I can say. That's the only excuse that I have. But finally we're here. We finally came to the new video, and I will be doing a little more than I typically do so that more people can be involved. Yes, it's still on for all the people who've been asking. RMF Volume 3 is happening right now. You're watching it, and I do not plan to stop anytime soon. I will say though, some people are taking this wrong. I don't feel that I'm perfect. I don't feel that my cuts are the best or whatever. I'm just giving you the critique that I personally give myself. I'm just trying to give my honest opinion towards you guys, and that's basically what I want my channel to be, a very honest place. And I want to create a community. I want to create a place where everybody can communicate and become better barbers, become better people, and that's basically what the goal of this entire thing is. It's never to say that I'm better than anybody. I don't really think that. I think that anybody can be the best if they believe it and actually work towards doing that, and that's what I'm going to do. So without further ado, all this talking can definitely go away. Now let's get to the first cut. DQ the barber, and this fade, for one, is amazing. I'll tell you that. You want to have transitions. I say that in all the videos. You want to have transitions, and this fade definitely has that. You can see from the bottom that there's no lines, and it goes straight up, transitions to the top of the hair, and that's exactly what I want. I can see that he cut down the front of the hair so that he can trim it down, and it makes a crisp line. Even though you can see that the line is kind of slanted, you can see that this line right here is a bit shorter than this one because it stretches up above here in a way that I try and straighten it. So I either look at the top corners of the eyebrow and see the distance of it, a distance from the corner of the head, or I just take a step back and get eye level. That's exactly how they teach you to do it. Some people tell you to go in the middle. That's very true because it helps your brain, connect the whole line. But that's not the only way to do it. Like I said, it's all about results. I'm rating this about an 8. The fade is perfect. I really can't see anything wrong with that. I give that a 10, but the line right here just kind of brings it down 2 points. Next one, Squanto 35. This is a nice style. I really like the style, I like the way it goes up. Not personally like for my hair, I can't do that, but the style is definitely, if he was going for that, that's really a good style to look at. This is a little bit blotchy, the fade. I can tell he has dents in his head, but it's really hard with dents. I'll definitely give you that, because when you have dents, it makes things look darker than it actually is. But as barbers, we know that, but as people don't know that. The way I think about fades is, how would somebody who isn't a barber understand this? How would somebody who isn't a barber look at this fade? And if you're not a barber, you can be like, oh, maybe he has dents, or not maybe he has dents. Maybe he's just not good with a fade. It's not as, as perfect as it want to be or whatever. Just make sure that you are making the fade as good as possible. That's all I can say. I'm giving this one an 8 as well. I really like the style, but I gotta accommodate for the dents. Next fade, this is definitely a good one. I wish you had more hair like around here so you can see the line a bit better. This is looking a bit like not defined, if you know what I mean. But the fade is good. It seems like you trimmed the hairs on the top. I really like that. You trimmed down the front too to shape up the line. It's crisp. It's really good. I'm giving this one about an 8.5. I really like the fade, but if you're gonna do a design, we have to be able to see the design. That's the point of doing the design. But yeah, 8.5. Alex Blades, good job though. This one is pretty good. Anthony G 06. This fade, really don't see much problems with this cut overall. This line looks like you tried to do a line. I swear, if you're gonna do a line, make sure that it's clean. But this could do without a line. This cut can do without a line. But you can see there's like a little wave here, then it kind of gets smaller, it kind of disappears, and this front is a little crazy. I don't know if he didn't want it to be lined up or not, or if he tried to, but this just doesn't look good to me. And you can see a line right here. Everything from here down looks good. From here up needs a little work. So I'm gonna give this one 7.5. But it would have been perfect if this line was gone, and if you either made a crisp line here or just left it. I don't know what his hair was looking like before, but that's my rate for it. This fade is pretty good. I really like this entire thing. I know some people do not look at the detail the whole time, because I know some people can forget about the beard. Like, you can do a beard, but then it's just not as sharp as the rest of the head, because, you know, it's not the front line or it's not the side. Like, this really gets the most, it's the most popular thing when it comes to shaping up. But when somebody who can do detail all over here, and then especially in this area, I mean, this can be a little more sharp, but, you know, in all the areas, stay detailed the whole time is definitely a good thing. But you can look at this corner right here. It's a little bit, you know, it's not sharp. Everybody can see that. Like, not like everybody, but now that I'm showing it to you, you can see that, right? Yeah, the fade is good. I really love it. I can't really see because it's on the side if this transitions up well, but, you know, I still really like this fade. Corner needs some work. I'm giving this one an 8.5. Can't really see this haircut as well as I would like to, because if you can see here, it's a little bright. I like to see the detail a bit more there, but there's something over here just doesn't look defined. Like, if it's not looking good, you want to make the hair do what you want it to do. But this looks like you just left it alone. His front line doesn't look like he wanted anything, so I'm not going to be grading that. He obviously didn't want anything done with his beard. So we're basically critiquing this fade and right here. I'm giving this one a 7.5 because if you look at the transition here, it looks like it's transitioning one way here and a little differently here. And that can also just be the picture, but that's what I see, so that's what I get for this picture. Here is another one where I don't know if all of you guys have seen Rate My Fade all the volumes, but for this one, I've always said with the taper, you want to make sure it's like you're sending a message, kind of. Like, if you're doing a taper, it has to be like, hey, I'm doing this taper, or hey, I'm doing a bald taper, or hey, this is not a bald taper. This one looks like, I don't know if you wanted to bald it or not, but like, there has to be something happening here. It's not bald, it just looks like hair was left there. The taper is not that defined, like, you can't really see what's happening. It's not really a shadow, but it's not really a, you know, like, I don't know what you were doing or what you were trying to do, but I can tell that this person who did this cut is definitely, you know, a barber, because it's clean. It looks clean, but it's just, you know, I don't know what's happening here, and this doesn't look like it was lined up very well. Maybe have dull edges or didn't use a blade or something. From what I see from the top, I think you styled it well. I feel like you put pomade. So I'm giving this one an 8 as well. Pretty good cuts today. I like you give the before and after. F the barber though, that's pretty interesting. See, it's interesting when you have people with light hair. This is a kid, his hair, he doesn't have his adult hair, or he just has light loose curls, so looks more like it. So this is literally one of the hardest cuts to do, hardest hairs to deal with, because you move the clipper on it, and then the hair moves, you don't get to cut it, and it's just a hassle, and you're just like, what the heck is going on? So I see you tried to get around that. The front line looks okay, but the side doesn't really look defined. I feel like you should have went back a bit more. And like I said in the other one, you want to look at the corners. The corners is definitely something that defines the hairline. It shows, hey, this is a sharp hairline. People, your eyes really fill that in for you. Like, even if you don't know it's the corners really do make the difference. This fade is okay. I really wish that you brought it up a bit. Like I said, this looks like one level. You know, you don't want to make things look like one level. You want it to be transitional, but not like I can see the lines. You know, it's really a nice balance between, hey, this is the line, this is where I started it, and there's really no lines, but it's really dark. I don't know if you faded it or not. You got to find that middle ground where it's like, hey, there's obviously a transition, but I don't know, you know, where the lines are. That's basically what you're going for. But I'm still giving this one an 8. I know I'm giving out a lot of 8s today, for those who pay attention to that. But anyway, I like this as well. These cuts are good, man. These cuts are really good. This is definitely, I don't know if you put pomade or you just put water and combed it to the side, but this style is your typical comb over with a line. I feel like this line needs to be a little more consistent. I would have wanted it thicker. I know some people like it thin to kind of keep a natural look, but it's not natural because you put the line there. You know, whatever. But with this fade, the corner, you see he was really trying to get this corner. I still feel like it could have been a bit better. It also could be the picture. But yeah, I really do think This corner could have been a bit harder. Could have hit that a bit harder. This fade is good. This fade is good. You can see a little block here though. Because the thing with Asian hair, right, or any straight hair that's thick, when you create lines, because there are two different ways to do fades. I haven't really done that video. I definitely need to let you guys know. But the two different types of ways to do fades is creating lines and then taking them away, or just never creating lines and just going from the top of the highest hair and then just taking it down as you go down. That's a really tricky one because you need to feel it. You need to know what you're doing. I feel that personally, I feel that's the harder way. You're making more work for yourself depending on the fade that you're doing. But this fade, definitely you can't really see the lines. I really think you could have faded this out a bit. It could be a dent in his head, but you got to accommodate for that, as I've been saying. But this fade is not all right. It's an 8.5 to me. John Rivera 4, good job, bro. Have no problems with this at all. Can't really see the front, like when it comes to the picture, but you're obviously taking the picture to show the design in this fade. I literally can't see anything wrong with this. I usually don't give 10s because I always feel like there's room for improvement. Like when it comes to this line, it could be sharper or whatever. You know, there's always something that can be better. But for me, I'm giving this one a 10. It's really good. OG Dreamer, good job, bro. This fade it's obviously a ball fade. I wish we got even closer to it. When we take pictures, it's really for, personally, this is how I think about pictures on Instagram. It's really for customers, right? So I'm taking a picture and I'm showing my work to not only customers, maybe a potential barbershop that I want to see or whatever. So when you think of taking pictures, don't think, I don't know what people are thinking, but make sure you make a defined picture that shows definitely what the person should be looking at. And when it comes to this hair, this guy's hair, I don't really see what I should be looking at, because right here, like, there's too much stuff in this photo. I feel like it should have been like closer like this so everybody can see it. But I see no problems from what I see here, but I'm giving this like a 9.5. This fade, like I said on that other one, you gotta make sure that you have the transitions. This, you don't know what's happening. I feel like you could have made a line right here. There's still stubs here. You want to take those out or you want to make the line. No, you got to choose one. But I'm giving this one a 7. Like I said with the loose curls, it's hard to cut hair because it starts moving and all these different things. But I feel like this should have been brushed. This hair should have been brushed, and it wasn't. If you continue to brush it, if you brush it, it would look like a different haircut. And I feel like the line wouldn't have been as crisp, and this line is all right. I'm giving this one a 7. It's really not. I feel like a lot of can be done. Right here is definitely great. I can definitely see, I don't know if it's the light, because then when you come back here, you can kind of see a line back here. And these are the details that I feel everybody needs to pay attention to as barbers, because it really makes the difference. It's really different between a good cut and a great cut. This cut is a good cut. Like, it's good. You know, I wouldn't see no amateur would really be pushing this out unless you're like, I don't know, the LeBron of cutting hair. But here, when it comes to this, like, it's just not a great cut. It's good, it has potential, but it's not a great cut. I'm giving this one a 7 as well. This is a really good cut. I really like the fade along this area. I know the back can get a little hard. I feel like this is not faded up as much as it should have been. But that's because it looks like what happened was the bald spot, the bald line was taken like this, and then it was kept too high. Then you tried to keep it low after you took it too high. This fade, don't get me wrong, this fade is really good, but I'm just looking for everything that's wrong at first so that you know what I think about it. But that's basically the only problem I have with it. I love the way you kept the line hard. I mean the dark hair right here. I like how bald you had it here. This is literally somebody who definitely pays attention to detail, because you don't see any stubbles left at all. Clean the neck around here and everything. Yeah, I'm giving this one a 9, but when it comes to the back of the head, I want all the viewers to know that this is definitely a part of the head that you want to make sure you pay attention to, because it's definitely hard to fade out. Okay, this fade by Franco.Fernie07. There's hairs coming out here. I mean, you can see that. I feel like that could have been cleaned up. The fade around here is a bit blotchy. And I guess right here too really needs to be faded a bit more. Definitely not a cut that an amateur is putting out. I feel like this person has probably been cutting a bit more. It seems like it's an undercut. There's an obvious difference in hair length from this and this. It's an alright cut. I'm giving this one this is a 7.5. I really think there should have been more transition here. There's a lot of potential in this. I can see what you're trying to do. It could definitely be made better. But thank you guys for watching this video. It's definitely been a long time coming. I thank you guys for all the support, all you people bringing in photos. Is really humbling for you to believe in my opinion that much, to want to ask me. I really like you guys who are constantly giving me encouragement on both Instagram and YouTube. I'll definitely continue these videos, bringing more content to you as often as I can, because, you know, I have a lot of school and all these different things. I want to be able to do this full time. That's why I'm growing it now. I need you guys to share it, let people know, engage, and let's definitely build a community here. That is the whole goal. Let us continue to grow. Let's get better together. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Rate My Fade Volume 4, right? Yeah, let's go.